Hello, this is John Piper with the weekend video, and it's Saturday the 29th of June. Starting with Bitcoin this morning, which is becoming quite interesting, which has been quite interesting for a while, I guess. We've had sort of 6 months where it's all been pretty clear what's going on. Not precisely, but within the normal margins of inexactitude. So from the low here, we got a wave one. The wave one was really nice. I mean, in fact, I even posted in a few places that I thought the low might be in on that day. We got clear 5 waves up. We then got clear ABC2. The third wave was a bit messier, but I think it ended there in the end with this rather complicated triangular and then an irregular ABC. So that actually fits quite well with the length of the wave 2 down here. And this counts as the 5th wave. Now, if that's the case, and there are alternative counts, then we could now be in a correction of the entire move. So that's a 6-month move from the middle of December to the middle of June. Till the end of June. If so, we could easily see a 2-month decline now. And the key support levels are the 50% level here around 8.6, the Fibonacci 38.2 retracement around 9.8, and the wave 4 low, which I guess would be there in fact, at 6.4. I mean, it could go lower, but that's the kind of thing I'm looking for. I'm looking for maybe a 2-month decline with a low in this region here, just around this level, this sort of area here. It won't be a crash. I'm sure people are already calling it a crash, even though it's just a couple of days action. It's I don't know, the alarmist reaction of some of these people is quite staggering. I know they want to attract attention by making fantastical claims, but I think every time the thing drops a percent or two, it's supposed to be a crash, which is nonsense. Anyway, let's have a look at the short-term action to see how it's getting. Okay, this is a 30-minute. You'll see at the 23.6 level actually. Where's my cursor gone? Held that low rather well. So that counts as an A, and then a B, and then a C down to there. This could be a B wave coming in, or sorry, it could be a complete B wave, and this could be the start of C. So 1, 2, maybe a third wave. So I think another sell-off is quite likely. It's possible B's got a bit further to go. Corrections can be fairly complicated. I mean, so far it's only a few days old. The peak came in on the 26th, so 3 or 4 days old. A 2-month correction would suggest a big ABC first. So the ABC we're seeing forming here, which may work out like this, and then a C wave equal to the A wave. In which case we'll see a low. It's about 13.8, isn't it? So that's about 3,600 points. So below 10,000, maybe 8,800 would be a target for the A wave. Now, okay, it may be that's all we see. That the ABC I'm talking about is a complete correction, and we go up from there. We've certainly got a very good bounce from that point. ABCs are quite nice to trade because you can often see the low quite clearly. So anyway, that's what I'm looking for. Certainly there's more to come for this correction, I believe. And this looks like a fairly corrective form of rally. There could be 2 months to come, and so we've only had 3 days. I mean, there's so much happening in this space. There's so much going on. Institutional money is starting to come into the space. I mean, I read the other day that Coinbase Pro, 60% of the cash is from institutions, so they're already here. And I think that'll be a growing trend because these people are very competitive. If they see somebody doing very well, as people will be doing with the cryptos at the moment, they want to get some of that action for themselves. Anyway, so we're in a corrective phase. Once that's over, we should see a fantastic move. I'm expecting a really strong move once the correction is over, so above 20,000. So although the shorter term is a bit negative, the medium to longer term remains extremely positive, as per the wave patterns we're seeing at the moment. All right, on to gold. I've had a few calls actually of people saying thanking me for these calls on cryptos and gold, and how they've done quite well, etc. Very well, in fact. And of course, that's what this service is all about. It's helping people to make money, and when I do that, it's certainly a feel-good feeling, as it were, because that's what this is all about. And I think, as it's probably quite clear from these videos, I think it's much easier right now to make good returns. Fantastic returns in the cryptos and gold than from the equity markets, which I think are peaking and are far more erratic and less I think that, it's much easier to analyse what's going on here and in Bitcoin, for example, than the equity indices at the moment. Anyway, gold, we've seen the one wave, that's pretty clear. We've seen the two wave, that's pretty clear count really. So I think this is one of three we've seen here. So we're now due a correction. So again, let's have a look at the this is the shorter. Right, now gold's at a different phase here because we've seen so far a 1, regular 2, now a 5 part 3. So that's wave 3, and this is 4. That's probably an A, I guess. So we could see a C wave decline. Problem is we're getting into quite dangerous areas around here. I mean, I guess we want to retest the breakout. That's certainly one of the things that markets do. I did mention this before. So let's have a look at the actual where the breakout levels were. Okay, this red line here around 1364.66 is roughly where the breakout came in. So we have this correction there. I think might be in wave A, wave B. Wave B could be continuing. We're not sure. This is not definitely wave C. It could be seeing an ABC move first, and then a C wave. This took us down from 1440 down to about 1398, so about 44 points or something like this. So if this is the peak of B, then a low around here is likely. But a retest at this sort of level will be okay. It shouldn't take out the high of 1, but that's a fair way lower, so I think that's really... Yeah, the high of 1 is here in fact, so about 1340, so certainly shouldn't do that. But a move down to there would be fairly reasonable for a fourth wave. It could be a triangle, we see a whole lot of possibilities, but it's quite important that this key breakout level holds, in the sense we don't see acceptance below 1360. That would open quite a big can of worms really. There are alternative wave counts allowing for this to be some kind of corrective move, i.e. a corrective up move before the downtrend resumes. I think it's unlikely. I mean, there's a lot of positives for gold and silver and etc. at the moment, so I think that the correction is what we're going to see. But it's always worth having an open mind. I did take some profits on the options, as I mentioned to subscribers, and I'm thinking about taking some other profits, in fact, on some of the stock holdings, because we have seen a very solid move here. I think $200, I feel the actual low now. Yeah, the low came 1160 again. It was we had the Bitcoin. It was the actual wave pattern was so clear. That just looked very early on that we were seeing something important. So 1160 up to 1440, $280 move. So it's a very substantial move over the last eight or 9 months, and I hope you've done well from that. Right, on to look at Wall Street. I mean, it's a pretty good rally, 24.6 up to 26.8. So that's 2,200 points. It was just over 10%, compared to Bitcoin's rally, which I think is over a longer period, of 300%. I think it's rather put it into context of the profits that are available in the crypto markets, as opposed to in the traditional markets. Wave count looks like a 1, regular 2, 3. This could be a 4, and so we could be seeing a 5th wave rally now to take out the previous all-time high. I mean, it could be a terminal experience, so we could be seeing a 5th wave, a final 5th wave, but there are alternative counts, and it depends on whether we see an impulsive decline or not. All right, finally, FTSE, from the spike low following ABC, 5 waves up, so again we've got this correction. Looks like it should perhaps be an A, B, and a C here, just to make it in a similar time frame to the decline. That looks quite positive, in fact, but as I've been saying, FTSE's been relatively weak for a long time now. That's all today. If that was useful, back to the report for subscribers on Tuesday. Have a great weekend. Thanks for listening, and bye for now.